on exhaling gustily upon it. Sorry. I have no filter right now. Okay.
All right. So roughly 160,000 kids miss school due to the fear of bullying. What if I told you that if kids wore a uniform, that this could be minimized? Now, I'm not saying that a uniform will get rid of bullying altogether, because obviously kids will find a reason to bully. But when my oldest son was in elementary school, he was bullied for what he wore. He stopped wanting to wear certain things. He kept asking to stay home. I didn't know what was going on, but when I did find out, I decided to move all my kids to a charter school where they have a uniform policy. And since then, I haven't had any issues with my kids being bullied. When our kids leave the house in the morning, wearing whatever they choose to wear that day, we want to know that they're going to be safe from being bullied. If all the kids had only a few choices and we knew that all the other kids also had only a few choices, then maybe we'd have one less thing to worry about when they walk out in the morning. So I want to talk about how a uniform could minimize bullying. I'm going to talk about bullying and some of its impacts, how a uniform can minimize bullying, and some of the other benefits that come from wearing a uniform. So first I want to talk about bullying and some of its impacts. According to schoolsafety.gov, bullying is a unwanted aggressive behavior towards another school-aged student, which gives the person that's bullying a sense of power. According to the National Bullying Prevention Center, 1 out of every 5 kids is bullied. And this is about 19% of kids. When kids are bullied for their physical characteristics, it's usually from their appearance, so what they're wearing. And this averages to be about 33% of kids that are bullied due to their appearance. And 28% of kids that are bullied for their appearance start feeling bad about themselves, which can lead to self-harm. Also, that comes from bullying is a lack of engagement, which means the kids, they stop wanting to do school activities and they stop wanting to interact with groups in the classroom, and this causes them to have issues with their academic achievements. Also, bullying can have effects with the school attendance, because kids that are bullied, they don't want to go to school because of the fear of being bullied. So now that we've gone a little bit over bullying and some of its impacts, I want to go over how being bullied or wearing a uniform can help minimize bullying. So according to a 2020 report, the percentage of public schools that required school uniforms jumped from 12% in the 1999 to 2000 school year to 20% in the 2017 to 2018 school year. Armina Jacobson, founder and director of the Center for Parent Education at the University of North Texas, says that wearing a uniform can get the kids all on the same playing field in terms of their appearance. And it probably gives them a sense of belonging and a feeling of being socially accepted. When students are all dressed alike or similar, then kids can stop worrying about the most fashionable clothes, and it gives those kids that don't have a lot to wear a chance, where kids aren't noticing that they're wearing the same thing daily because everybody else is wearing close to the same thing. Research by the School Wear Association found that 83% of teachers thought a good school uniform could prevent bullying based on appearance or economic background. The National Association of Secondary School Principals states when all students are wearing the same outfit, they are less concerned about how they look and how they fit in with their peers, thus they can concentrate more on their schoolwork. During the first semester of a mandatory uniform program at John Adams Middle School in Albuquerque, New Mexico, discipline referrals dropped from 1,565 to 405, which is a 74% decrease in those discipline referrals. Now that I've gone over how uniforms can help minimize bullying, I want to go over some of the other benefits of wearing a uniform. One of the other benefits is it gives the kids a sense of school pride. So on the website Royal Public School, Sonia Terran says wearing a school uniform can enhance school pride. It gives a symbol of the institution, kind of gives the shared values, and pride can lead to improved behavior. A study of over 1,000 Texas middle school students found that students in uniform reported significantly more positive perceptions of belonging in their school community than reported by students in the standard dress group. Also, a uniform can help with decrease gang influence. When you have to wear a uniform, gang members can't wear certain clothes that show off their insignia for their gang, which helps. Pensacola County, Florida School Board member Jay Wheeler reports that the county schools had a 46% drop in gang activity after their first full school year of a uniform policy. Uniforms can also simplify the morning routine for parents and for kids. Parents are always on their kids to get ready faster because they're trying to decide what they're going to wear that day. But when they only have a certain amount of options, then this can go a lot faster. And I've noticed this with my own kids that wear a uniform, that they definitely get ready faster. According to a national survey, over 90% of U.S. school leaders believe school uniform or formal dress code policies eliminate wardrobe battles with kids, make it easier to get kids ready in the morning, and create time saving in the morning. So I've talked about bullying and some of its impacts. I've talked about how a uniform can minimize bullying and some of the other things that come from wearing a uniform. So let's go over some of the things that we learned. When it comes to bullying, it's an unwanted aggressive behavior towards another school-age student. When it comes to having a uniform minimize bullying, it just helps kids get on the same playing field and feel like they have a more belonging in the school and with their peers. When it comes, let's see. Other benefits of a uniform, this helps give the kids a sense of school pride and helps decrease gang influence. So as I said in the beginning, wearing a uniform isn't going to get rid of bullying altogether, but if you go about it in the right way, then it will help minimize bullying and it will give the kids a more sense of belonging and work towards a better education. Thank you.
Yay! Do you need me to pan on the audience again? Or no? Okay.